BOS Finance Radio. I'm Emma in Ottawa, and we are diving into a week of market twists, turns, and record highs. And as always, I've got Daniel on the line from Montreal. Daniel, I know you just hopped from Toronto. Are you keeping up with these markets, or is the travel jet lag catching up?
Emma, the markets don't sleep, so neither can I. It's great to be here. And you're right, this was a week where the headline numbers told a shocking story, but the underlying details? Even wilder.
Absolutely. So let's not waste a second. We're breaking it all down for you in three parts: the big picture macro shocker, how the major indices actually handled it, and then the 5 stocks you need to know about. Daniel, kick us off. The jobs report, it was a bloodbath.
It really was. The U.S. added just 22,000 jobs in August versus 75,000 expected, a massive miss. And here in Canada, it was worse. We lost 66,000 jobs, mainly in full-time roles. Unemployment rate climbed to 7.1, raising alarms about economic momentum. Now, the immediate reaction in the markets was pure schizophrenia.
Right, because on one hand, weak data means rate cuts are coming.
Exactly. Traders are now pricing in a cent% chance of a Fed cut in September. That's rocket fuel for stocks. But on the other hand, it screams recession warning. For now, though, the market is clinging to the old mantra. Bad news is good news.
And beyond the jobs carnage, what else set the stage this week?
A few key things. U.S. GDP came in strong at 3.3% for Q2, showing the economy still has real resilience. And here in Canada, the new Buy Canadian policy is a direct shot across the bow, aiming to protect us from U.S. tariffs.
Okay, so with that chaotic macro backdrop, let's get to the indices. How did they actually perform? Because it wasn't all doom and gloom.
Absolutely, it was a tale of 3 markets. The S&P 500, after hitting a new record high midweek, managed a modest gain of 0.3% to close at 6481.50. The tech-heavy Nasdaq was the clear winner, posting a strong 1.1% gain for the week, fueled by the AI euphoria. The Dow, though? It was the laggard, closing the week down 0.3%, dragged down by industrials and banks, marking its second straight weekly decline.
And how did the TSX fare?
Quite well, actually. Why, it ended the week up 1.7%, riding an 8 days winning streak to close at a record high of 290.50. It wasn't the story of a slide at all.
So what powered that rally?
It was a mixed but solid picture. Materials, especially gold and mining stocks, jumped about 2.6%. Technology also rallied, up around 2.4%. Only energy lagged, down 1.7%, hurt by slumping oil prices.
Fantastic setup. Now for the main event, the stocks. Give us the top 5 names that defined the week.
Leading the pack, as always, Nvidia. It had a choppy week with some profit-taking Friday, but the long-term AI story is completely intact. The stock is still up 12% over the past month, and some analysts see a path to doubling from here.
And then Tesla, always a headline machine.
Huge news. A new compensation package for Elon Musk could be worth up to $1 trillion in stock options if Tesla hits extreme sales and market cap targets. The stock jumped 3% on Friday on that news alone.
Unreal. Now, another chip player, Broadcom, had a monster week.
They sure did. Shares soared over 9% after a huge earnings beat, $12.4 billion in quarterly revenue, up 47% year over year. The CEO didn't hold back, directly crediting exploding demand for their AI chips. It's a powerful signal that this trend is far from over.
Shifting out of tech, United Health was under pressure.
It was. Shares fell nearly 2% this week as regulatory fears and the political debate over healthcare costs loom large. A reminder that policy risk is a real threat, even to the biggest players.
And finally, a completely different kind of story. Canva.
Yeah, this was tough. The maker of Tylenol saw its stock sink almost 9% after a study raised prenatal Tylenol concerns and a possible autism link, spooking investors over lawsuits and brand damage.
Daniel, another whirlwind week. Thanks for breaking it all down.
Anytime, Emma. Talk to you next week.
And that's a wrap for this episode of BOS Finance Radio. We'll be back soon with more stories, updates, and insights from the markets. It's been an amazing week here at BOS Finance Radio, and we've loved sharing it with you. If you learned something new, we'd really appreciate a like. To stay with us for the long haul, make sure to subscribe. And if you know someone who's eager to learn more about finance, share this with them. We're building a community, and your support means the world. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.